This week, Britain found out who it would be negotiating Brexit with and tried its hand at trade talks, but with mixed results. The European Commission announced that Michel Barnier, the former French foreign minister, will be its chief Brexit negotiator, going head-to-head with the UK's David Davis. Judged by some to be an enemy of the City of London, Monsieur Barnier is best known as the architect of the EU's post-financial crash reforms. His appointment was frostily welcomed by the British government, which sees it as a sign that the EU will try and drive a hard bargain in the upcoming Brexit negotiations. Theresa May also continued her tour of Europe this week with a visit to Rome to see Matteo Renzi, the Italian Prime Minister. At a press conference, Mrs May confirmed that European citizens currently living in the UK will be used as a bargaining chip to ensure that British citizens in Europe receive the same rights after Brexit. But Mrs May was keen to emphasise the cordial relationship between Italy and Britain by pointing out the close economic ties. We'll see if that remains true after the talks begin, or perhaps after another Eurozone bailout. Britain's second quarter GDP figures were released this week, showing a higher than expected 0.6% growth in the 3 months leading up to Brexit. Now, this is clearly good news, but how long will it last? Economists are generally cynical about what comes next, as several indicators have shown that the economy has slowed in recent weeks. But the Chancellor, Philip Hammond, claimed that GDP stats showed the fundamentals of Britain's economy are strong. Britain's new International Trade Secretary, Liam Fox, made his first foray into diplomacy with a trip to America to begin informal trade talks and proclaim that Britain is still open for business. But his US counterparts were not so enthusiastic, saying that trade and investment negotiations could not take place until the basic issues around the future of the EU-UK relationship had been worked out. By emphasising that Britain would want to negotiate free trade deals, Mr Fox was suggesting that we would be leaving the EU customs union, but it was unclear whether Theresa May or David Davis agreed with it, and it was also unclear whether the UK really has any idea of what exactly Brexit is going to look like.